Hey guys, welcome to a new video of Bitcoin Edge, and today we'll take another look into the charts. And we will start with um, the dollar. Did a successful retest over here of this trend line, seems to be bouncing off of it. It is the question if they can make a higher high over here. Nasdaq and the S&P all dumped a little on the news of Donald Trump having COVID. It seems like gold is at resistance still. Consolidating against resistance would be bullish, but it could also be somewhat of a bear flag. We will have to see what it does. Right now the S&P looks a lot better than the Nasdaq Top 100. Take a look at the dollar over here. We can see clearly on the weekly chart here as well. Retest of this trend line. And it's the question now, will they break the trend line? Will they go up? So yeah, it's just between those two. Whatever gives in first, it will go that side probably. Over here, we saw what the crypto bull market looked like over here. That's where we had the extreme surge. We have this couple-year trend line over here since around 2011. Whoa. Held support, had a retest on it. Zooming in a little bit, will give us this, and it did make a higher low over here. Not that convincing. This is resistance now for the S&P. This level, exact this level. They should break it, otherwise it's a head and shoulders. Head and shoulders usually is a reversal pattern, but sometimes it's a head and rect. We saw that before in Bitcoin, for example, fake head and shoulders. Bitcoin, a lot of news is going on, like the Bitmex thing. CFTC charging Bitmex already arrested one of the founders. Around 35,000 Bitcoins left the exchange. So yeah, that is quite the thing going on. Although the bullish thing is, I think is very bullish. We almost already spent 65 daily closes above 10k, and we've never had that before. So that is quite bullish. We are consolidating at really high levels now, which is really good. New record over here. You can see we had a really short time above 10k here as well. And yeah, now we already had 65 daily closes above 10k. Or well, right now we are 64, but we are still 3 hours or 2 hours from the last one. So let's go back to the 4 hour. This is the big trend line, which is very important. This horizontal level is very important as well. Not really a tap on it over here on this exchange, but on other exchanges it did. Over here we have 10.5 as well, 10.5 as well over here, and 10.5 as well over there. Or plus minus a couple, you know. And we are exactly on it right now. We are very consolidating very much. As long as we are, in my opinion, above 10.2, 10.1, 10.130, you could say, depending on the exchange a little, I would say whatever gives in first, that side we go, or we will consolidate a little bit more and do one crazy dart mall like we saw over here or in other places where they just shake out everyone and then sideways again. It happens, guys. I'm turning a little bit more bullish right now. It's not that much, but the premium on Bitfinex was shrinking. Right now it's a little bit more again, but it's less than $20, which is good. So it's coming down. Because of the Bitmex thing going on, a lot of positions are being closed in the Bitmex futures. Right now there's barely a premium on the on the futures over other exchanges. If the market is bullish, futures like almost always have a premium. So another look at the pattern I'm seeing. I'm expecting the same kind of breakout out of this one over here. I'm very bullish, maybe too bullish, but a break of this line could give us quite a dump. And then it would be, yeah, this area saving us around 9k. A break of that could probably give this as support. Big trend line, of course, if we zoom out, is this trend line. This is where it's all about. You can draw it in a few ways, but you can draw it like this, or you can draw it like this. So yeah, I mean, it's looking very good. What we want to see now is higher highs. That's all that matters. This is what we are in. You could draw it like this as well. It would make it a little bit more bullish. So yeah, I like to trade and look at the higher time frames. You should know that by now. Right now, if you go to the 5 minutes, there's not much to see over here, in my opinion. Some people do, but for me, of course, you can see these tops over here and these tops over here, making this an important level. And over here, you can see a trend line going up, and this is resistance right now. That would be around 10.65 and support on lower level. So it would be this, and is looking at horizontals. So between 10.4 and 10.6.6, I would say. Take a look at Ethereum. Not looking that good. We want Ethereum to be above 360, last year's high. I'm not liking it, but they haven't been making lower lows. So for now, it's a higher low, which is a good thing, but they also made a lower high. So this is a trend line working now for Ethereum, and maybe there are more trend lines, but I'm just drawing this. I hope you guys can understand what I'm seeing over here. We see this support, this resistance, this trend line. I don't like it enough, but this trend line is resistance right now. It's a valid trend line, 3 touches. You could even maybe make a little bit of head and shoulders over it, with a trend line. Ethereum BTC still consolidating in a triangle, bit of a downward triangle, so I would say it is a bullish pattern. It has some more time to do, but if it breaks upwards, I'm bullish. Today I had a little bit of a better day, but not that bad in my opinion. As soon as it breaks this level over here, I would consider that a problem, this downward trend line. Request from a follower, Crow. I mean, I think we all can agree right now it is at a really significant spot. We see a lot of volume over here in the VPVR at this spot as well. So yeah, this really is. Let's remove the drawings. I mean, we can see with the bare eye a lot of action on this line, over here as well, and over here as well, and over here as well. I mean, it is a bit too much in my opinion. We had a touch on it over here, over here, over here, and over here. I mean, it's a bit too much in my opinion. But you could also see this pattern. This is a bearish pattern. Of course, anything can happen, but it does look bearish to me. Do they have any other supports? I'm not really seeing other trend lines at the moment. So you could say we have some support over here. We're just gonna draw tops. They have some support over here. mean, there are a lot of levels over here. Yeah, I mean, right now a little bit too much touches on support for me. Will give in sooner or later, is getting weaker. Break of this trend line would probably bring them to the all-time high again. Request about Atom by a follower. If you have requests of TA, please let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments. Reach me through a DM on Twitter. I'm always happy to talk. You can always show me your TA. Always happy to see that as well. This is basically what I would see. If you want to trade with some leverage like I do, make sure you use one of these Revlinks. Yeah, it is Revlink, but you will get discounts on them as well using one of these, and that is really something you would like, because trading fees eat your profits and you will not like that. So win-win for both of us. I mean, this is basically what I'm seeing right now. You could change the bottom line maybe. Nah, I'll like this one. Important levels on a horizontal level. I mean, over here we see a lot of action as well, but we will use them on a lower time scale. I would say these are important levels for Atom. This would be support, so they're close to a buying moment. We'll probably go for this one again. And this is what I'm seeing. Break of this high would make me long. Break of this trend line or this low would make me short. Wi-Fi request from a follower as well. Had some old lines in it. And I already see something, I think. Wait, no. Making something like this. Could be. I mean, what I'm seeing right now, I mean, it's basically something it does, this coin does all the time. You can see the patterns. But over here they had a low over here, and over here it's now, so they made a lower low, and they made a lower high. So I would say something like this. Not really seeing anything over here. Something like this maybe. Could consolidate a little bit more in here, but I think this bottom trend line is kind of valid. Touch over here, some action out over here, and over here, and over here right now. Break of that would, I think, make me close my long. Holding it would make me long to resistance over here. Yeah, this is something I could trade. Of course, make sure when altcoins trade, like, it's always getting affected by Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin dumps or pumps, you know, it has effect on altcoins, or if Ethereum does something, it has effect on altcoins. Uni, like, really, it really doesn't have any history, really. So TA, technical analysis, mostly it has to do with history, and I like to trade on higher time frames. So it is for young coins like these young blood coins. It is really hard to do TA on. Of course, it does follow a lot of stuff. I'm just drawing lines until I see lines I like. Yeah, this is a line I like. That one is next. But I would say this is something I'm seeing right now. You could also make this one I just had. This is stuff I'm seeing. You could long it now against this resistance. I think that's a high probability trade. Break of this trend line over here. I know it only has 2 touches, but a break of this trend line would make me close my long. For now, I think it would go over here to this trend line. Tomo, request from a follower. Please make sure you let me know what you want me to take a look at. We see 2 touches on this level over here. We see action on this line, over here, over here. And I think they could go down for a retest of this line. Breaking this high would mean newer highs are going to the all-time high in my opinion. Funding, very negative on all exchanges. I was used to always looking at, oh, that quickly changed. Ah yes, new futures just came out, sorry, new perps. New funding period. I always used to look at Bitmex fundings, since in my opinion they steered the market the most, but we all know what's going on with Bitmex, so I will have to look at others. I will do some checks on which ones are the most important. A lot of exchanges are being accused of wash trading, of fake trading, doing fake volumes, so I have to see what are the best ones to take a look at and when it comes to fundings. Yeah, like I said, really big discount or compared to other futures now on Bitmex. We all know why is that. We are 65 days above 10k when it comes to the closes. I'm really bullish on Bitcoin. It is you hear a lot of talk, you know, on everything, but basically it's about these lines. Either break 10.6 or 11.34. That's the way we will go. We have a lot of support over here on 9.5. Might we break down? But a break of this trend line, this lower trend line over here, could cause like a really big downward dump, like a big one. Since there's a lot of stops build up over here, a lot of liquidity to be taken. So that's about it for today, guys. Like I said, make sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the videos and use one of these sign up links and get your money out of Bitmex. See you guys again tomorrow.